Welcome to Assassin's Creed Black... Welcome to Skull and Bones, an Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but without the assassin part. This game is somehow everything we didn't want from a pirate game, even though we told Ubisoft exactly what we wanted from a pirate game. Jumping straight in, we had to fight a British fleet, and even though I sunk half of their ships, I immediately died from one shot, so I think this was staged. After that, I wake up to my own reflection, and I think I've been betrayed by a guy named Judas, but never mind, because some strangers approach me and apparently they wanna be friends. This is so much not like real life, because if it was this easy, I would have some friends, or at least one friend. This chick was like, yo, you're a Giga Chad, we need your help because we wanna get to this pirate island and I think you're the only one who can help us. She handed me this weird book with the game's logo on it, and I really tried writing some jokes in it, but it was just too high seas for me. Anyways, we arrive at this small island with teenagers celebrating Christmas, and this dude just tried to talk shit about my skills as if I crashed their ship. And after I told him I fought a British fleet and survived, he's like, okay, you're so good, then go find me some supplies with those sharks out there. I think this is so I can learn hunting in this game? I don't know. So after some beautiful fishing, and a good friendly conversation where I got scammed, we have to steal personal information off of a dead captain's body, but first I just wanna say thanks to my business partner that I just met. So after robbing the dead captain, I return to the ship and the crew is like, yeah, you're amazing, let's go, and then we get onto this voyage to the marker in the middle of the sea, because I don't know, pirates are known for their high intelligence and navigating skills somehow. So with a really short 10-minute 720p cinematic that looks as if I made it in AI video maker, we arrived to this island that was never depicted in any mainstream pirate story, called Saint Anne.
The Indian Ocean holds many secrets and mysteries. The smuggling den of Saint Anne is one of its hidden gems.
And it's as well known as my channel, so I really hope both of these things change as soon as possible. So after checking this weird envelope, I find a tattoo shop, I mean the Red Hat Captain's headquarters, and I make my way there and I am immediately insulted by his muscle.
This one here survived the wreck. Sure looks like it.
But finally he lets me in, and the captain is explaining to me how the progress in this game works, and it's based on you killing, looting, because this is a PG-13 game, but yeah, you sink a ton of other ships and never take survivors, so yeah, just take that as you will, I suppose. After that, I met this guy who said he can build me a ship if I can get him some supplies, and that's kind of the promise that I got from the last guy that looked like him, but I chose to trust this guy because that's what you can do since you're a pirate. So I chopped some wood that was nearby, and then he offered to build me a ship, so I'm like, okay, fine, but then I had to pay for it in supplies and silver. So yeah, at least I got something this time. So now that I finally have my ship, I need to put some cannons on it, or it's just a floating bathtub. So the blacksmith told me that if I can fix his management problems, because his supplies kept getting stolen, he will give me some cannons to go to destroy some French ships and get his supplies back. And of course, I spent half an hour customizing my ship and then went on to sink the gathering vessels so I can be like a real pirate and just fight a powerless enemy. And as a reward, I got King Julian to be my support animal, because I can't really sleep because of all the murdering that I do in this game. So after I did some more meaningless and repetitive contracts to improve my kill count, I helped a friendly pirate and finally got a message from Captain Red Hat calling me on a second date. So I put on some new drip and made my way there just to see him shoot some poor bastard in the head and not even flinch. And after that, of course, we had a very long conversation how it was necessary for him to do it, but he didn't enjoy it. And then he gave me a quest to smuggle weapons for sea people who are kind of like our allies, but we're only using them because we can sell our weapons to them, and yeah. He also noted that we're only selling them enough guns to keep the war going and not for them to win. It sounds like he's a war profiteer, and somehow this situation is not the first time that this happened. And so for the first time I was really feeling it, the pirate's life, because I spanked the ass of an enemy vessels and helped see people in the process, which made me very aroused, so I just had to fast travel back to the base and go talk to my head blaster. So he told me we'll be on a real date if I can get him some ale from a nearby French ship patrol, so I went to change quickly and then I eavesdropped on some juicy gossip in the village. Apparently they're talking about some huge treasure that's hidden, but it's hiding inside my pants. So moving forward with my love life, I get the ale to my sweetheart and he tells me about our first real date idea, to rob a French ship full of gold. This little ginger knows what I love and he just hit the spot, so of course I accept and I don't even think about it. So now that I did this to myself, I got to get ready. I harvest a little bit more so I can get a better ship, which is kinda the main thing of this game, that you just go harvest, get a better ship, kill the enemy and just it is a gameplay loop, really. So then I talk to the blacksmith again and he's like, oh, I need you to sink some French ships, and I think he's not getting his supplies stolen, he just wants, you know, to destroy as much French ships as possible, but I get him because we're kinda in the same boat there. So to try out my new gear, I go and I sink a few French ships and then save one by killing the pirates, which is kinda counterintuitive but makes a ton of sense if you're a greedy and filthy bastard who only wants money and glory. And after that I get attacked by this huge ship and that was so easy to kill that I just got out of there because it didn't make sense to sink him as well. So instead of that, I attacked this fort and some other players joined me, so we made it very easy. This game can actually be very fun if you can get a crew to cruise around and just demolish everything in your way. I mean, it's quadruple A experience for sure. Anyways, now that I've finished every other side quest and I am prepared, we set sail towards this gold digger that's actually worth chasing. And I just find her there with a full firework display, which makes no sense, and after she put like no fight, we sink her easily, and I find a riddle to a treasure. So it's not that bad, but these riddles are very hard. Or I might be dyslexic since I read Reef Sea as Red Sea for like 15 times, so I just had to go on Google and find the solution to this. And once I did find this outpost that I need to get to, it was a breeze since map made like no sense, so I just went around in circles, found the only way that made sense, and yeah, I found the treasure. So here it is, the treasure, and it's actually a subscribe button, so yeah, press it for good luck, I suppose. Anyways, this is my little review of Skull and Bones first few missions, like the introductory review. I don't know, I got to play this game over the weekend and it was fine, although with a few frame drops and stuff, but it was like the open beta, so sure. Now that the game is finally out, I suppose that's fixed. I don't know, I mean, it's not a bad game, but it's very cruel to compare it to Black Flag, since Black Flag is an amazing game. And I mean, jokes aside, calling this quadruple A is like stupid. It's like calling this channel successful. It's a huge lie. But still, it can be fun. So yeah, I hope you can try it and then see it for yourself, but never buy it because it's too expensive, and for that amount of money you can buy Black Flag and just enjoy this even more. So yeah, thanks for watching, you absolute monsters. I hope you like this video, and yeah, leave a comment what you think about the game if you tried it. So yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.